My name is Steve Powers. I'm with Watson Powers Coaching. We start on time, we end on time. Today is probably one of the most important topics. And I got to tell you, I have this great coaching client that I coached about an hour ago. And we talked about a topic, and why I finished the call, I did my little notes and I took the notes for today's call, I threw them away. Because I realized what I was talking to this great client about was so relative to what we need to do in today's market. So today's title is Learn to Repeat and Approve Without Endorsing. Learn to repeat and approve without endorsing. This is how we make a lot more appointments. We've all been taught in real estate, you have to repeat and approve because it shows what? Kelly, could you be the spokesperson for the group?
I don't know what to say right now.
Kelly, you look fantastic. I have known you for over 25 years, haven't I?
You have.
You look exactly the same as I remember 25 years ago. I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, give me some of that. So Kelly, have we been taught to repeat and approve?
Yes.
And I'm going to say a sentence and you do a repeat and approve. We want to sell our house in September.
We want to sell our house in September.
Okay, so you're going to be the agent. I say to you, well, thanks for calling. We're not going to sell the house till September. Repeat and approve that. Well, thanks for calling. We're not going to sell our house till September.
Oh my gosh. What do I got to do again?
You got to repeat and approve with that beautiful Virginia accent.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Steve. I'm screwing this up today.
No worries. Joe Sharon, be the spokesperson for the group. Kelly is a wonderful girl, but I kind of threw her on the spot. So Joe Sharon, you're the spokesperson for this group today. So Joe, as you know, in real estate, we've all been taught to repeat and approve. So let's do the basic repeat and approve. Well, appreciate you calling, Joe. We're not going to sell the house till September.
So Steve, I can appreciate that. So you're going to sell the house in September. That could be a good
Stop.
time. I screwed that up.
Well, you know, you did what you were taught to do, Joe. This is what we were taught to do because all the people on the call went, yeah, that's what you do. I can appreciate that. So you're not going to sell the house till September. So there's two bad things here, guys. First of all, Joe, what was the first word you used when you answered my objection?
I.
Oh, don't they love the word I? Guys, listen carefully. The second you use the word I, you've lost them. Well, I can appreciate that. Oh, wow. Appreciate the fact that you can appreciate it. The sellers don't care about us, guys. Well, I understand. I agree with you. You know, you and I are just the same. Blech. The second you use the word I, you've lost them. And then, of course, he said, I can appreciate that. So you're not going to sell the house till September. Joe, you just endorsed it.
Yes, I did.
You just said, I can appreciate that. You're not going to sell your house till September. You just built a speed bump on your racetrack. You have to slow down to get over it. How are you going to make an appointment earlier when you just said it's okay for them to wait till September? And we do this all the time, guys. I'm going back to my old agent. Okay, so you're going back to your old agent. I can appreciate that. Why would we say that? Because we are taught the basic skill of repeat and approve, but we weren't told that we were endorsing it because that's too hard to teach. See, anybody can coach you on, we're going to repeat and approve, and you go, oh my God, I'm so great. But that's not a skill set. That's just being a parrot. Moving after the September, going back to our agent. We must learn to repeat and approve without endorsing. I'm not going to sell till next year. Okay, so you're not going to sell till next year. Let me make a note of that. We decided not to sell. We're going to rent it. Oh, so you're going to rent your property. I understand. Now, guys, I know this making you sick listening to it now, but 3 minutes ago, that's what we did, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We must learn to repeat and approve without endorsing. And we do that by modifiers. Everybody write that down. We do it by modifiers. So let's go back to the great Joe Sharon.
Okay.
Joe, say to me, we're going back to our old agent.
Steve, we're going back to our old agent.
The wrong way to do it. I understand. So you're going back to your old agent. Okay. Do it again, Joe.
Steve, we're going back with our old agent.
So Joe, one of your options is to possibly go back to your old agent. Did you guys hear how I changed it?
Yep.
One of your options, possibly consider modifiers.
Mhm.
It's the little things in real estate, it's the little things in our objection handlers that decide whether we get it or not.
Yep.
See, look at beautiful Kelly Nichols. I bet when she has a date with her husband, she puts on a little perfume. Everybody's happy, right, Kelly? You take that bottle and shove it on your neck and use 3 ounces of that perfume in your neck. Anybody attracted to you? Well, maybe your husband because he loves you to death, but everybody else is staying far away because we're missing the nuance. Appointments come in the nuances, guys.
Mhm.
That's where the majority of our appointments are. Anybody can make an appointment with somebody who wants to list today. But when the seller says, I'm going back to my old agent, we have to have a little bit of finesse. Okay, so one of your options that you're considering is going back to your old agent. It's a repeat and approve, but do you guys notice I'm not endorsing it?
That's right.
We're going to take it off the market till spring. Okay, so one thing you're considering is possibly waiting to put it back on the market. See how I'm changing the flow to the next close? Now, guys, once you get it, you get it. It's like, anybody ever seen a pogo stick? I can't do it, but I've really never tried. I go up 2 or 3 times, then I fall. Well, that's a dumbass sport. But I guarantee if you gave me a pogo stick for a week, by the end of the week, I'll be on that thing all the time, yeah? This is not hard to learn. We just have to commit to learning it. So Joe Ebert, how's Joe Ebert doing today?
Good. How are you?
You know what? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Joe, what's an objection that you get from a seller?
We're just going to take it off the market.
So Joe, I'm going to give that to you. Let me hear it. Well, Joe, thanks for calling. We're just going to take it off the market.
You know, one of your options is that you're considering is to take it off the market. I screwed that one up too.
Try it again. It's you're brand new at it, man. Like the pogo stick, you're going to scrape some elbows till you get it right, right? Try it again, Joe. Joe, appreciate you calling. We've decided to take it off the market.
So Steve, one of your options is to possibly take the home off the market. Where do you go from there?
Well, you're almost there. Try it again, Joe. Come on. Everybody's so happy you're doing this first. Come on, Joe. You're almost there. Joe, thanks for calling. We're going to take it off the market.
So Steve, I just went back to the old way.
Ah, you fell down, you scraped your elbow, get back up, get back on that pogo stick. Come on, Joe.
So Steve, one of your options is to possibly, what was your objection? You got me all screwed up now.
All right, let's go to Jeff. Jeff, you were so smiling. You're so good. Jeff, we decided to take it off the market.
Okay, so one of the options would be for you guys to take it off the market. And if it goes off the market, or I guess if it goes back on the market, where are you guys moving to next?
So, Joe, where was the modifier there, Joe? Did you hear a modifier from Jeff? Jeff, there was no modifier.
I thought I said so one of the options.
You're considering possibly. One of your options is, guys, write down modifiers, options, possible. See, once you learn to talk like this, you're like our wonderful Kelly, who I love and adore, guys. I mean, I have yet to meet, other than my personal wife, a woman who cares about her kids as much as she loves their son. Honestly, she's amazing. But she also knows that this perfume is all she needs, possibly considering. You don't need to have 700 modifiers. Just one modifier, maybe two, changes the complexion of the whole thing. All right, Jeff, try again. So Jeff, we're going back to our old agent.
Okay, so you're possibly considering going back with the same agent.
Now, you threw the same agent on there. The word old sounds worse than same, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Make them old. Try it again. So Jeff, thanks for calling. We're going back to our old agent.
Okay, so you're considering possibly going back with the old agent.
So get rid of the okay, because you're kind of approving it with the okay, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's one of your stutters, which is cute as hell, but it's one of your ways of default that you say okay a lot, because I coach Jeff, he's fantastic. But you throw the okay on there to get your rest of your thought in line, which shows, well, Jeff, you're married, yeah?
Yep.
When's your anniversary?
September 26th.
So you and your wife have an anniversary. At the end of the evening, you decide to reconnect, if you know what I mean. And you say to your wife, honey, how was that? And she goes, it was great. That killed it, didn't it, Jeff?
Definitely.
Get rid of
I
those
see everyone
ums
laughing,
and-
they can agree.
See, I do that one because Jeff can take it because his wife says all the time. But the important part is, guys, professionals don't say Professionals don't say okay, okay, okay. Because those are spaces we put in to collect our thoughts. Professionals have it. To be a professional in real estate, it's not like golf. Golf, you hit the ball into a sand trap, you and your caddy walk up, you get to look at the ball, you look at the green, you look at the ball, you look at the green, then you decide how you're going to hit it. Real estate objections are like tennis. They're serving at 100 miles an hour, you got a nanosecond to hit a reply. That okay means you lost the point, Jeff. Get rid of the okays, get rid of the ums. Get rid of any fact in your objection handlers. So try it again, Jeff. New objection handler. You ready?
Let's go.
We decided to rent the property.
So you've considered possibly renting the property.
Nice. Now continue, because we got the first phase down. You guys are getting good at this. So Jeff, after you say, so one of your considerations is to possibly rent the property, where are you going from there?
And if you were to rent out the property, where would you guys move to next?
That's okay. Not great. Try again.
So if I'm not sure, Steve.
All right, let's go to Joseph Smith. Hello, Joseph Smith, with the headphones on.
There.
You're up, man. Okay, well, I appreciate you calling Joe or Joseph, whatever your name is.
Joseph.
We decided to rent the property.
Steve, that's certainly one of your options. Curious, had your
Stop
last
for a second.
agents?
Did
Yeah.
you, guys, I have a note here, and Joe, Joseph, you're way ahead. Everyone, listen to how great this was. And Joe, we haven't talked about this, have we, Joseph?
Nope, not yet.
Dude, you're on point. Say it exactly the same. Let's repeat it again. Joseph, thanks for calling. We've decided to rent the property.
Steve, so
Stop right there. What was my name?
Steve.
Oh, I love you. You see how smart he is? He started his objection handler, his modifier, with whose name? Mine. I love my name. I've been married to Mrs. Powers for many years. When Mrs. Powers talks to me, she goes, you want to go to dinner? But when she goes, Steve, yeah, you want to go to dinner? It means more. Because normally it's not that nice. She usually tells me what we're doing for dinner. So Joseph, first of all, applause. Do you guys hear that? People love their name. By him starting his response with a modifier, he's endearing himself to me. Because I am not going to get mad at somebody who used my name. Joseph, great job. Try it again, though. Let's continue on. Now that I applauded you, let's continue the applause. Well, appreciate you calling, Joe. We're gonna rent the property.
Steve, so it sounds like you're considering renting the property as one of your options.
Yeah.
Curious, had your last agent sold your home, where were you looking to move to?
Guys hear that? Had your last agent sold your home, where were you moving to? Now, Joseph and I know this. What Joseph is trying to do is get me to hate my old agent. Because an enemy of my enemy is now my friend. If we both hate your old agent, I'm your new one. So Joseph, we're going to reverse the roles. I'm going to show you a quicker close.
Okay.
Because remember, we're on the phone with an expired, guys. And while we're on the phone, their phone is going click, 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 because somebody's trying to reach in, yes? I got to close fast. So Joseph, can we reverse the roles? Tell me you're going to rent it.
Steve, so we decided to rent the property.
You know, Joseph, renting the property is one of your options, isn't it?
Mhm.
Well, that's exactly why we need to meet. I'll see you tonight at 5. What would the seller say, Joseph, with that quick close?
You know, again, we just decided to rent the property, but thank you for your time.
You know, Joseph, we can meet tonight at 5. You can be shown a totally different way that your house can be sold. And at the end of our 20-minute meeting, if you and your wife are not 100% convinced that we can sell your home and rental is a better option, do you have to hire me?
No?
Because you own the house, right?
Yep.
You're in control. See you tonight at 5. Did you notice I didn't go into, let me tell you why you don't want to rent. I've got a rent versus sell option. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Blech. The phone is going click, click, click. I got JS. I've got Michael. I've got Joseph. I got Sydney, Steve Lou, all trying to call my Joseph Smith. Fast. When you're calling expired, the attention span is this big. You can't be on with these long ass objection handlers. And when you repeat and approve and endorse, you need a lot of time on the phone to make an appointment because you got to get them off that endorsement. That's why we're not making as many as appointments. Does that make sense? So let's go to Christina. Hello, Christina. All right, Robert Gliner. Are you at the US Open, Robert, or are you on the phone?
Here,
All right, who's winning the US Open, Robert?
I recorded it to watch later.
Nice. So Robert, you work in what beautiful part of the country?
Los Angeles.
Nice. That's why I know he's at the US Open possibly. So Robert, in the wonderful city of Los Angeles, the city of angels, what's an objection that you're getting that we haven't discussed now?
Go back to my previous agent. I'm gonna rent it. I'm gonna wait for the market to improve.
So let's do that one.
Sure.
So, say to me, Steve, we're going to take it off the market, wait for the market to improve.
Steve, we're gonna wait for the market to improve, maybe by the end of the year.
So Robert, one of your options is to consider maybe keeping it off the market till the market improves. That's exactly why we need to meet. I'll see you tonight at 5.
Okay,
Well, they don't say okay like that, but
of course.
they go, no, I don't want to meet. Say you don't want to meet.
It's not necessary. I'll just wait. Call me back in the end of the year.
And call you back at the end of the year, and then you've lost a bunch of money. Let's meet tonight at 5. You'll be shown a totally different way to actually get your home sold. And Robert, at the end of our 20-minute meeting, if you're not 100% convinced that we can sell your home when we meet tonight at 5, do you have to hire me?
No, I don't.
Because you own the house, right?
That's right.
So you're in control. See you tonight at 5.
But everybody's approach is the same.
Robert, who does that work on?
People who want to sell.
They don't really want to wait. But Americans, guys, and Robert knows this because he's probably one of the most experienced agents on this call. He knows that Americans will delay a decision because they don't want to investigate the alternatives. It's easier to wait, right, Robert?
It's the flight from pain.
That's why they do their taxes on April 15th when they're due April 15th. Even though they're getting money back, they wait till the last minute because the pain of doing their taxes. We go Christmas shopping on December 24th. We buy turkeys on a Wednesday prior to Thanksgiving, then complain there's no turkeys. Americans try to delay, and Canadians as well, try to delay decisions until someone asks them to not. And then they don't because they don't have a reason to delay. And that's a fact, right, Robert?
Yeah.
But they will stay in delay prior to this call, guys, if we repeat and approve it. Okay, so you're gonna wait till December to list your home. And then we have to go with, are you aware what it could cost you? See, those don't work. Repeat and approve without endorsing by using what, Robert?
Moderators.
Modifiers, yep. Now, guys, is this a relatively simple idea? Is it a game changer? It's
Yes.
everything. So today's call isn't that long because this topic is so important, but it's not a 45-minute topic because I can keep repeating it over and over, but you guys are smart. You get it, yes? So homework assignment is write down modifiers. You only need 4 or 5. Let's see, let's go to Sydney. Sydney. The answer is yes, even though you want to say no. I'm going to tell you the answer is yes, even though you're going to want to say no, because saying no makes you look good. Have you
Okay.
gone to McDonald's in the last month?
Yes.
But she wants to say no, because if the true answer is yes, she doesn't want anybody to know it, but she can't say no because it's not true. She went to McDonald's. And when you drive to McDonald's and you get to the clown face, that little girl behind the clown face says, "Welcome to McDonald's, may I take you on a place?" And then you do what everybody in the world does with your daughter and your grandchildren. Hold please. Okay, take your time. Okay, we're ready. How can I help you? We'd like a number 1, we'd like a number 3 with no onions, we'd like this. Would you like to upsize it for only a penny more and get a lot heavier? Sure. Okay, your total is $12.64, please pull forward. Then she drives forward. Then the next car behind him with Joseph Smith drives up to McDonald's. The clown face goes, "Welcome to McDonald's, may I take your order, please?" And he goes, take your time, let me know when you're ready. Okay, we're ready. It's the same script 1,000 times in a 4-hour shift for that person, isn't it, guys?
Mhm.
But how many times did Sydney hear it? See, the reason why we stopped doing this perfect repeat and approve without endorsing is because we've been using the same modifier all day. We get bored and we think we have to change it. But how many times has each customer heard it?
Mhm.
Once. Welcome to McDonald's, may I take your order, please? Well, going back to your old agent is one of your possibilities you're considering, isn't it? It's the same stuff, guys. Once you get this, do you see how the appointments come easier?
Mhm.
Yes.
My name is Steve Powers. I'm with Watson Powers Coaching. On behalf of Gordon, myself, Sydney, and Martin, thanks for spending a few minutes with us to learn how to repeat and approve without endorsing. It'll get you about 20% more appointments per year. And because they can't find a reason to say no, they won't meet with anybody else. Thanks for watching. Have a profitable day.